goes on, guys? You know what it is. It's time for another Aliexpress haul. Now, I didn't cross out my addresses on these, so we're going to open them this way so you can't see them. But I just ordered a couple more things about a week and a half ago. Just some fun stuff that I saw that I wanted to pick up and throw a video together. So we'll start package by package, and whatever I open up first, we'll review first. So let's go ahead and, I don't know, let's start with this one. Oh man. Okay, so I ordered those like little 3D printed guys that you see on TikTok and shit. But I didn't realize that they were gonna come as model kits. So yeah, I'm not gonna film the whole thing on camera, but I guess I'll work on this and get back to you. Alright, so it actually didn't take long at all. Once you, I mean, half the project is building the legs, and once you build, like if you follow the directions, you could build all four of them at once, so it really didn't take long at all. But once I got them together, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how cool this little guy is. So he looks really mechanical, and I mean, that's the point. That's the, you know, as the images showed. I thought he was going to be one of those, like in the past I've bought like these kinds of figures, and they were just 3D printed. They came together, no assembly required. That's not what happened here. This is like a mold, and it's like a little model kit. But I mean, this was like $5, and you know, is it kind of a waste of $5? Yeah, but also just like, he is fun to play around with. I only have one issue, and then you can see for some reason this back ankle is really loose, like can't even hold its own weight. But other than that, I mean, all the other ankles are fine for the most part. I mean, they're a little loose, but I mean, yeah, I picked the purple one because purple's my favorite color. This is kind of my favorite color of purple. It doesn't really come with accessories. I mean, he does come with like a different head setup you can use. I think this mouth was meant to go with this head and vice versa, but I don't know. I kind of like the little small head on there. I mean, you can change it pretty easily too if you really wanted to, like pop that off, and then I believe maybe I'll see if I like this one more. Oops, let's not break the peg. I broke enough in this video. I mean, you could have that. I don't know. I mean, actually, it's actually pretty good, but I don't know. It's just like a fun little guy. So the head goes up and down and pivot side to side. Obviously, these are all open ball pegs, so things are gonna fall off. Each of the hips, or in this case the shoulders, they'll go around and kind of wiggle around at the elbow, and then you get the you know, like the wrist here, and then the toes here, and then the body is kind of on like a little ball peg, go up and down. They have a great crazy crunch, and then the back legs, same kind of deal. The stifle, make sure you put it on like this, the hock, and then the pastern is really, really loose here. And then the tail is just a bunch of ball joints. I actually really love the tail. They're nice and firm. Good firm balls. But yeah, I think he's just a cool little doggy guy. I mean, he's nothing crazy, but what's a dog without his master? And so here's one of those 3D printed dudes that you probably see on TikTok all the time now, where like they have all, like every character. It's like Fortnite, but in action figures. It just got like every character. Now, I did mess up a little bit on mine. I accidentally broke one of the 3 pegs at the hips, but I was able to just change out one of the hips and put a little bit of glue on there, and they work perfectly fine. The only problem is that they rotate together, so I have to like hold one leg back while I rotate the other one. And the hip pieces on mine don't stay on great, but that wasn't because of this mistake. It was just they weren't like that. Now I picked a white one. I don't know, I thought it would be kind of cool, and I thought that I ordered more like full body ones, but they were just accessory packs. So we'll go through the accessory packs. What this actually came with, just him, he came with female parts, so if you want, you could have done boobies and high heels. For some reason, this one does not like staying on. Well, maybe it Maybe it'll stay on now. But, and high heels. No, it won't. So, that's cool. And a backpack for some of the accessory pieces that we'll show. But, honestly, I would say, you know, let's just get into it. So, I bought a couple accessory packs. I guess some weapons and stuff. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. This guy also comes with his own a couple pair of hands. So, there are fist hands. And then he does come with a set of grip hands. And I threw the pistol in one. He does come with a pistol. That's my favorite accessory for him. I like the pistol. What else did he originally come with? He originally comes with a staff. Small. He comes with a staff. A bigger sword. Kind of looks like a snake eye sword. A small knife, which I like that one too. And kind of like a rifle. Like an assault rifle or something. They're all right, and all the grip hands hold them fine. I mean, nothing. I would be careful. Like I don't even want to go any further than that. Hey. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna fuck with that. But, and then the articulation really quick before we get into there. I mean, these guys are literally designed to have articulation, and I just find this really fun. I mean, this guy was $6. And again, I thought it was going to be like 3D printed, but it's not. It's like, this was like an actual like model kit mold. So I wonder if those 3D printed ones took off of this. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. But he moves all around. Like I said, I messed up the hips, but I actually think they low-key got a little bit more range of movement with my little mistake here. Swivel. It feels more stable than the 3D printed ones. I have played with these before in a custom video. Go back a couple custom videos. You'll see what I made there, and I'm still pretty proud of that. But I think I might be able to upgrade it. So stay tuned for that in the future. Okay, so after literally like an hour plus of building these things, I was able to figure out what all these trays were and all this shit. So first thing was I kind of forgot which ones I ordered, and I remember I ordered the multiple arms one. But I think that came with the one that was on the tray that was like the regular model kit, like molded instead of 3D printed. But I kind of found myself liking this better, so that's what the backpack was for. When they have this 3-pegged piece that you plug that onto there, and then these are actually 6 additional arms. But I thought they looked cooler, putting them all like long, like he's got stretchy arms instead. I don't know. I think that's kind of fun. I found myself liking this more. It's more expressive. It's more unique. So I'll probably leave him like this. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Like I said, it's very easy to put these on. I mean, this is like another, and like the shoulder piece. So theoretically, you just pop that off and then pop it on here. So you can have 6 arms, 4 arms, 2 arms, 3 arms, up to 8 arms, you know, so it's pretty cool. But for me, I think I'm gonna just leave him like this, because I think this is fun. Now, I don't remember what accessories came with what, so bear with me on that. Now, the wings I took off of the white one and put on this one. This is a female body, and I probably would have made it as a female anyway, but it didn't really give you the option for that. So if you buy the wing pack, you're most likely going to get a female, unless I accidentally clicked female and I didn't mean to or didn't notice I did. But either way, I like it. So she's got different hips. I mean, you can see some of the other differences too. She came with the wings. I really, really like the wings. I think they're very solid. Like I said, she has different thighs, a thinner torso, a different chest plate. And these different shoulder pieces, or like tricep pieces. I broke the plate for the other side, so that's my fault. That's not on them. I mean, I did notice that the silver was very fragile, so just keep that in mind. And she also comes with the heels now, but we saw the heels with the white pack. Now I do remember what accessories she came with, just because they're in silver. She comes with a couple different alternate hands, so you get a pair of fisted hands, a pair of grip hands, and a pair of open hands. So full sets all around. She comes with this weapon, and then she comes with this weapon, which is pretty cool. I mean, they're flat on one side because they're just 3D printed, but I like them. I think they're cool. I mean, the articulation's pretty much exactly the same, so I'm not going to go over articulation on all of them. But yeah, so I like the way she looks. And then finally, I got this one, which is maybe my favorite color scheme and weapon thing. So this is like the bladed arm one. So these are actually hands. Looks like. Yeah, I got two left hands. I was like, wait, no, I definitely put that on the right one. So it looks like I got two left hands. I don't care. You barely see the hand on there. But they are articulated on there. And I love the black and neon green color scheme here. I think it's a lot of fun. Other than that, it's exactly the same. These are all nice and tight because I just built them. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think that looks pretty good. Now, he came with a bunch of accessories. I mean, I have tons of extra hands now. He came with a staff. You saw the gun, but I think he came with the sword. I guess it's all right. Again, it's flat on the one side. There's this sword, which is different. This sword, which is different. This gun, which this looks pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I just got these just to pose around and to have fun with. I mean, that's kind of why you buy any action figure, but sometimes you buy them because you really like the character, right? But these guys I bought solely as an action figure fan. So there's that guy. There's this guy. There's this gal. Look at the wings. She stands pretty good regardless of the wings and the heels. And then you get the doji. So I got a nice little team here. I don't know what I'm going to name them, what I'm going to call them, if I'm going to give them a story. But yeah, they're pretty cool. And, you know, I think it was like maybe $12 total for all of them. So I think if they were any more expensive, I wouldn't want them. But I think for $12 total, I think that these are totally worth it. All right, well, that was a little frustrating. I didn't realize it was going to be a model kit. I'm kind of worried about these other ones now, so let's see what we got here. Okay, not a model kit. I forgot that I didn't get this in the box. I don't really care. But I picked up the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali. So here's the packaging for it. You know, it's nothing crazy here. Oh, all right. So, yeah, here he is. All out of the packaging. Now, I was inspired by my previous Mike Tyson purchase to get this. I mean, why would I not have? And honestly, just kind of looking at it, this is pretty solid so far. This robe, and as you see, like, this is my first time opening it, holding it, handling it, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is not bad. Now, I paid about $13 for this. All right, this elbow sounds a little crunchy. We're not gonna mess with that right now. But I paid $13 for this, free shipping. Makes you wonder what they are using to make this stuff. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad for $13. The robe does come off. It's kind of like I kind of like this. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like a washcloth on them. It's kind of weird. Not the type of fabric I was expecting, but it does untie. So you can see the body underneath. We'll go ahead and take this off. I don't think it's terrible. I mean, like I said, it feels like a towel, like a washcloth. A little weird, but I mean, the printing's decent enough. Keep in mind, guys. This was $13. You also get the Everlast pants, like the shorts. That's pretty cool. And you get the body. Sorry, I don't talk as much because I haven't played around with it yet. It's not soft like a Storm Collectibles, which actually doesn't bother me. Actually kind of like that it's not soft like a Storm Collectibles. I mean, it's definitely very plasticky. Like, it looks kind of like a Barbie doll, you know, whatever. I mean, this elbow is not as bad as I thought it was. But, like, it's not terrible. I mean, aside from the skin tone, and definitely there's more of a softer sculpt here than, you know, I assume the actual Muhammad Ali one is. But, like, for 13 bucks, I'll take it. I mean, hit this with some dull coat. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it's got some nice printing on there. Now, one thing, I mean, the shorts look good too. I mean, definitely we want to take a look at the head sculpts here. I don't think it's bad. It's all right. You get 2 alternate heads. They pop off pretty easily. Pop back on. The skin tone doesn't really match the body. Like, again, this feels more like a Barbie doll. This looks pretty good. I mean, kind of looks like he's got like a mouth guard in. This one might be my favorite head, honestly. And then, yeah, this one. And I gotta be honest, I don't think this one looks great. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say anything else about this head, but I guess it's not terrible. I mean, you can get him in that iconic pose, you know. I mean, I'll do it better later on, but I don't think he was in this outfit. But I think my biggest issue is I hate that these are not molded in white, because they are a separate joint, so I don't get why these little ankles are molded in white. But let me get this atrocious head off of him. Where's the one I like? I like this one. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go over the articulation while we're here. Head goes up, down, swivel side to side, pivot. Shoulder goes up, down, and rotate. You do get a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. I would be careful with those. And the wrists just seem to swivel. I'm okay with that. I mean, he is wearing gloves. You get a little bit of a butterfly joint too, but not really much. I mean, I'm actually surprised with this diaphragm joint though. Look at that. Not a lot of gappage. And good crunch. Good arc. Side to side, you do get some gappies on the side to side, but hey man, that's working. The rotation there and there. That's a good... This would be a nice base body, to be honest. Like, maybe throw some soft goods on that, like, to cover it up or paint it, you know. I don't think this is bad. Hips go out pretty damn far. They'll go down. I don't know what he looks like under there, and you know what? Some things deserve to not be exposed. Now, all right. This usually happens when I get these. It's not broken. It's just the hip pops out every now and then, but, I mean, you saw it just went right back in. I had that problem with my knockoff Baki. And then they went and released those 25... Whatever, man. Double jointed knees. All pinless, by the way. Looks good. No swivel at the boot. But the ankle goes all the way down, all the way up, and pivot. So, and then a toe hinge. So, yeah. I mean, you can definitely get them in those. I mean, again, I'm not a boxer. And I'm just doing this really quick. But those, like... you know, boxing poses. Yeah, I think for $13, this is really solid. Now, this is the package with the goods in it. The goods. Aliexpress is so weird. Like, I think, like, this was all one order, but then they ship things, like, not together, and they don't make it seem like they're all together. Great, that feels like another model kit. Alright, let's start with this. I think... yeah, my address is on the back of that. So let's open it this way. This is a company that I have never tried before. But I got the ZD Toys Deadpool from the movie. Because I thought it looked great. And I want a good movie Deadpool. I actually do have the Marvel Legends one here to compare it to. I know that this isn't Marvel Legends scale exactly. I've seen that it's like... a lot bigger, but I don't really care. If it's a really good figure, then I'll be happy to keep it. So I'm pretty excited for this. The last thing, which I'm also pretty excited for. Damn, this box is fucked. Damn, thanks, Aliexpress. I got the CT Toys Wolverine. Now, do I need this Wolverine? No. But do I just want a fun table figure? Yes, and I think this looks so much fun. It was $19. Yeah. I mean, thank God I didn't want to return it or, keep the box, but yeah. I don't know what we'll start with. I think I'm more excited for Wolverine, so let's go ahead and start with Deadpool. So starting with this Deadpool, we're not starting with, but going into this Deadpool, I'm going to ruffle some feathers here. Anybody who is justifying Marvel Legends price points at this point, you're a sucker. Like, I'm just going to say it. You're a sucker. You just are. Like, am I part of that? A little bit, yeah. Like, I still do buy Marvel Legends because they have great character selection, and every once in a while I really do enjoy a figure. But for people solely from a price point, people who are saying that Marvel Legends are worth it, you're bonkers. Because something like the CT Toys Wolverine, we won't count that. It's not officially licensed. I get it. This, look at this here, guys. Disney. Deadpool and Wolverine. Let me see. It should say Marvel somewhere. I don't know. It probably says it in here. But that is an officially licensed, right here, 2024 Marvel. This is an officially licensed product, excuse me. $25. $26 maybe. $26. So Marvel Legends pricing. Not only is the package so much better, and I don't care about packaging, but it has magnetic clips on this thing. The figure itself, I haven't even opened it yet, looks and comes with loads more stuff. There are problems with this, and we're going to talk about it. It's not perfect, and it looks leagues better. I mean, this is a 7-inch scale figure, so this is like Marvel Select, kind of. I think that's what 1/10 is, so yeah. I'm just saying, this figure is not perfect, and there's definitely issues. But you're bonkers if you are, at this point, justifying these Marvel Legends price points. I hate to break it to you. I really, really do. You're lying to yourself. And anybody who believes you, you're nuts. But, yeah. So we do these a little bit differently, these kinds of videos. I kind of like to do them. I like to discover these things together with you. This is nuts. I think this looks fantastic. I love the balls at the paws. Oh, look at that. It's like a hinge on the shoulder. That's very nice. I will say I think the red is a little desaturated. I do wish it was more vibrant. I think it looks better than the Marvel Legends like dark red of the first movie. Like this definitely, if you put these two together, I would say this one's from the second one for sure. But yeah, I mean, he's not that much bigger. Like, honestly, people are saying you can't fudge this into Marvel Legends. I disagree. I think if you pose him right, which this guy does pose pretty good from what I've seen online, I think you can definitely fudge it into Marvel Legends. It's not terrible. All right, let's take a look at the sculpt. Now, the paint, again, I think there's a lot of detail work. It is missing some key things. I wish there were more silvers and stuff. That is something that Marvel Legends did a little bit better in certain spots. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm not trying to say that this is perfect, but I just think there's a lot of things that are leagues better. I mean, there are some things that are more detailed, like you get the gun holsters with the Deadpool logo on them. I really do like the texturing on this guy. A wash would have been nice, but I think the biggest issue is with the paint is that's just not vibrant. Now, I also think the articulation is a little messed up here. I'm not a big fan of these ankles. They're like the ball jointed ones, which could work, but I don't think they do a good job here. This has better articulation in certain spots, but then not in others. Like the side to side on this, I think for a character like Deadpool, that's incredibly important. The head being able to go bobble side to side and all that, these joints aren't super, what do you call it? Like pleasing to look at, but I mean, I still don't think they're ugly, like terrible. I mean, like it's kind of McFarlane-ish, if I'm being honest. Like I'm gonna be as unbiased as possible, but I don't think it's like leagues worse than this one. This guy still had pins legs. I know you could get the new one that looks better. Honestly, I would say still overall the best one is probably the Deadpool Wolverine version from Marvel Legends. But you know, not by a ton. I think, but let's get into the accessories, because I think that's this figure's claim to fame, but maybe not for the right reasons. Dun dun dun. All right. So you do get this pretty cool stand. I'm never going to use it. I mean, I say that all the time with stands. I'm never going to use stands, guys. It's just not something I like to do unless a character really needs it. It breaks the illusion for me. It's spring-loaded. Definitely can hold them up. You know, you can get them doing some shit. But not for me. Not for me. But you do get Baby Knife, which this might not be screen accurate, but I guess they switched sides. Because in this one, it's on this side. And let me know if that's accurate. I didn't love this movie, so I've only watched it once. You do get the interchangeable eye pieces. So these ones are the wide open ones. And then you get 2 other sets, which honestly are not that different. And I haven't tried getting these out yet. Oh, they magnetic? Hold on. Yeah, it does seem like they're magnetic. So you get the wide open ones that we just saw. You get these like squinty ones, and then you get like these a little bit more serious ones. They're honestly not that different. I found using these swords, which you also do get these 2 katanas, which we do have something to talk about with those. Definitely not flimsy. I like that, but I use them to pry them out. So the issue with the katanas, though, is that the backpack is not accurate. It doesn't really bother me, but I do have to acknowledge that as an objective issue, that this is not correct. Am I putting this? Yeah, I'm putting this in the wrong way. There we go. That's not accurate to the movie. It's supposed to be like that. Now, if you wanted to customize it a little bit, you're not gonna be able to do that, because these do not fit in there at all. Again, it does not bother me, but I'm going to be unbiased as possible, and it's something that I got to show. It's an issue. Again, I don't really care, but whatever. But what I do care about are these hands here. Now, this is a problem. Well, okay, I guess it's not a problem with the hands, but you do get a pair of pointing finger hands, which I do like those. Good for Deadpool, pointing fingers. And then you get a pair of gripping hands. Where's the other one? Gripping hands for the swords. But why did we do this? The guns do not come out. I think they are a just piece in there. But to be fair, so was the original Marvel Legends. These guns also did not come out. So I think what I'm going to try to do is shave these down, like cut out the guns on this, and then just have him hold the Marvel Legends gun. Like, I'll cut out one of the fingers, make it a little bit bigger, because I kind of want him to hold guns. I don't know what I want to do yet, but yeah, that is ridiculous that it, doesn't allow him to hold his guns. I hate that. So, whatever. This video is going to be kind of long. Pivot side to side, rotate, because I haven't played with these things yet. So it takes me a little bit to, get it jointed with them. Wow, that's a nice butterfly joint. I like that. And then you get the little hinge on the shoulder. You do get a bicep swivel. Scared me for a second. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. I really like this torso. I mean, again, it's not perfect. And kind of has the McFarlane issue of not crunching forward. But pivoting side to side is fantastic. It's not going to rotate up there or at the waist. I mean, okay, that's a little odd. I mean, that's about as much as you're going to get. I don't really like that. I think my biggest issue with the articulation, though, is I don't like the hip situation. Hips go outwards that far, they'll go down. Heel kick forward, back, upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, they work really good. They're kind of ugly, but they work pretty good. And then the ankles, like we showed, they're they'll rotate and stuff, and they're not awful. I mean, you can get okay range, and then toe joint. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, I don't love it, but I still think with a little bit of tweaking, this trumps this in so many ways. I mean, just look at the proportions on it. It just, I don't know. Let me know which one you like better in the comments. I'm going to go with this DD Toys one. But easily the best purchase of this lot is this CT Toys Wolverine. This is the exact table figure that I was looking for. Cheap, fun, what it needs to be. It's awesome. I can't even lie. And I did not have any desire to have brown suit Wolverine. I only picked this one because I already have a pretty good version of him in the tiger stripe. But I use the X-Men 97 Wolverine. Only problem with that is I wish they painted the arms and angry head. But go watch that review if you haven't already. But yeah, this guy's for 20 bucks. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And again, I won't hold this one, you know, the way that I did with the CT Toys Deadpool, which they don't scale well at all. I mean, Mafex runs small anyway, and I think these are smaller than the Mafex. I won't hold it to the same account as Deadpool because this isn't officially licensed, so they can get away with a little bit more. I still do think that it goes to show that these Mafex figures don't need to be $100, but that's neither here nor there. This looks fantastic. There's paint on there. Arms are painted nicely. I think the head sculpt's painted very nicely. People who are saying that this is nowhere near as good as the quality of the Mafex. Okay, like, sure, take what I'm saying as a grain of salt. I've never played with the Mafex. I have no intention of getting the official Mafex. But there's no way that you can say that this is nowhere near that quality. Like, I'm sure the Mafex has a little bit better quality. But to say it's, like, nowhere near and that this is not even believable, you're delusional. Like, this is great for the price point. He looks fantastic. These claws are not flimsy. Like, oh, that's my favorite part. I hate a flimsy clawed Wolverine, don't we all? So he comes with a pair of relaxed hands. Oops, sorry. Comes with an extra pair of relaxed hands and an extra pair of fist hands. And these are all very, very easy to switch out. Very smooth and buttery. He comes with a kind of smirking head, which honestly I kind of would have preferred a screaming head like this unmasked one. I think this is the biggest differentiation from the Mafex. The hair on this does not look great. I don't care because I'm never going to use this. But to go with that, you do get the mask down thing, which I think that's a decent effect, you know. So I think that's a good amount of it. Oh, and he comes with this stand that I'm not going to take out. But yeah, I think this looks fantastic for 20 bucks. So, and he moves great too. The head goes up all the way. It'll go down all the way. You get great pivot side to side. Head comes out a little bit too easy, but nothing crazy. These shoulders are great. So they'll arc back to about there with the butterfly, kind of go up and down a little bit, and you can get them all the way in there, man. I mean, you can get him doing that. You know, that's great. That's great. Love it. They go, like I said, they go up and down a little bit, so you can kind of have them like hunched over. It'll rotate. I might want to throw a little bit of oil in there. I don't want to strip that ball. That's the only thing. I think it needs to be lubricated a little bit, but I don't really know how to do that, to be honest. That's not something I've ever done. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. I saw some people, theirs looked uglier than mine. I actually think I got kind of lucky with that, which is a little uncommon. The wrists are on the standard ball hinges. They work great. The torso goes all the way down, all the way back. Rotate up here and at the waist, a little bit tighter at the waist. And you can pivot it. Looks great. And then the hips I do have a little bit of an issue with on mine. They're really tight. But, I mean, they got the range. They got the drop hinge, which I don't like. But it's actually tight here. And it's like one joint you... Well, you saw it happen here first, folks. I was just saying that you do want that to be a little bit tight, but not that tight. And it broke, so whatever. I'm just going to return it and get a new one. Hopefully. Double jointed elbows, and then the wrist or the shin swivel. Ankle goes down, up, pivot, rotate, hinge, all good. I was just saying I need to lubricate this thing. I wasn't pushing hard neither. I mean, everybody in the comments is going to go, oh, you were forcing it. It's like, yeah. All right. That's cool. I was just praising you, Logan, but, you know, whatever. These guys are kind of all over the place with size and scale, so here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzos Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here they all are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then finally, here they are next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So this was a more frustrating one than usual. It was a little bit longer than I expected, but was I happy in the end? And I gotta say, this was definitely my most disappointing one thus far. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed with these guys. I mean, when your best one is a knockoff Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali, you know, it was kind of a rough one. The Deadpool, I found more issues with him as I went along. Like, I don't really like the way that the thighs work and whatnot. I think he looks good just standing there, but that's kind of it for him. I really do like these little posable guys, but they get loose kind of quick, and whatnot. Wolverine, we already know what happened with him, and I'm pissed off about that. I mean, usually AliExpress is really good with returns and exchanges, so I'll probably just return it and try to get another one. And Muhammad Ali is pretty solid for $12. So, yeah, overall, I'd say that this was not my favorite AliExpress lot, but still a decent one to boot. So with that being said, I'm going to give a collective AliExpress score of 5 out of 10 here. You got some stuff that's really good, some stuff I like, and some absolute trash. So with that being said, at this price point, I guess, I think 5 out of 10 is fair. Because total, I think it was $85, $90, something like that. I didn't even hit $100 with this order. And is it worth that? Who knows? So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps. And I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You copping any of these? See you guys next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.